Hi and welcome to another video. This is Dan Hegrich, 6-time cancer survivor. Here I'm demonstrating how I make a nice cup of coffee. Actually, not a nice cup, it's a great cup of coffee, starting with Life Boost coffee beans. I've put together my own blend of their beans together with a mix of medium roast and dark roast and caffeinated and decaf. Here I'm weighing out 18 grams of coffee, putting it in my manual ceramic burr grinder, and then I'm going to weigh out 360 grams of water. This will give me a 20-to-1 ratio. This is what I found has worked for that the bean bean blend that I put together. I can use a little bit more water and less beans. Typically a barista will have you use 15-to-1 water to bean ratio with a range of 13-to-1 to 17-to-1. I'm putting the water into a Bonavita electric gooseneck kettle. I like it because I can set the temperature. So then I just grind it in the burr grinder. I playfully grind it, taking advantage of different angles of my shoulders and wrists to give them a little bit of a workout, a little exercise. I want to mention 4 elements to the making a great cup of coffee. One is the bean, and Life Boost goes the extra mile. They ensure that it's a single origin. It's out of Nicaragua in Central America. It's mycotoxin free, shade grown, low acidity, no chemicals, no pesticides. And I've left a link in the description so you can go over to there. They'll describe their value system in procuring great beans, as well as some of the health benefits of their coffee. The second element is the grind setting. So for this Chemex pour over system that I'm using today, I have a medium coarse or just a little bit finer than medium coarse ground. There is a link in the description for a Chemex pour over system if you're not familiar with it. I also do like a French press every now and again, of course an espresso every now and again, but at home I usually use the Chemex pour over. The next element, aside from the bean and the grind setting, is the temperature of the water. As you see, I'm pouring it in there now. It's about 203 degrees. And then the time. So those are the 4 elements, technically speaking. But then I want to add another element. You got to add some gratitude into it because, you know, I'm in New England. And coffee is a privilege because I can't grow my own beans. I actually have to trust in someone a purveyor in coffee to get me great clean beans. I also have to trust the farmers and express gratitude for their efforts to provide a great bean for me. So it's a privilege and I'm grateful for it. So in being grateful, I want to make sure it's the best cup of coffee I can ever have. And so, like anything else, there are health benefits to the coffee, but there's also a dark side. And that dark side, most people don't know about. That might be very similar to life. We all have dark sides. Some we know about and some we don't. And the one thing that I know is if you don't know about the dark side of things, they'll own you. And with coffee, that's no exception. The dark side of coffee is that it does produce acrylamides in the roasting process, and acrylamides are a toxin to the human body. There is a link in this description to a video that describes acrylamides. So once you know about it, maybe you can do things or have strategies in place to mitigate the effects or the negative liability effects of those acrylamides, and even in your own life. If you put a little light on your own dark side, then it won't have ownership over you, and maybe you can make life strategies that you can adapt and, in fact, make that dark side an asset in some way. So here I'm making a cup of coffee for the man behind the camera, giving him a life boost. Why not, right? He's sharing his talents with me. I'm grateful for him. And again, there'll be a link for his work in the video in the description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. share it, and in the meantime, keep your body tuned up and your soul tuned in.